Hello everyone, welcome to another fresh new episode on Thoughts on Education. Today we have Dr. Ramprasad Panda, the faculty in charge of admissions of Silicon Institute of Technology. Sir, I welcome you on behalf of College Sunia. Sir, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Sir, can we proceed with the interview?
Yeah, sure.
Sir, my first question for you is, being the admission in charge of Silicon Institute of Technology, what is your philosophy of leadership and how would you describe your leadership style?
Actually, as a teacher, I always believe that every person, every human being is a leader. So, leader is not that it is being given to somebody. So, according to me, leadership means how effectively you are getting your job done. So, because you are taking help of many people around you to accomplish a job, so every person have their own skill to get the job done very effectively. So this is what I feel leadership is all about, to how effectively you are doing your job.
Right, sir. So my second question to you is, what are the key strengths of your college that will basically attract students who want to join your institution?
See, if you compare the education system with the education system maybe 20, 30 years before, there is a drastic change. In fact, the student mass, most of them are running after a job. So that means they feel we study to get a job. And because of that attitude, many times people are forgetting the basics of the understanding in the subject what they are studying. So the complete education system is focusing on how to score good marks. I think that has spoiled the skill level. So because of that, Silicon as an institute is believing on two things. One is academics and the second one is discipline. And when you speak about academics, it's not that the academics what is being practiced 10, 20 years before. So Silicon being a accredited institute by NBA. So according to the NBA philosophy, the education system is outcome based. That means what you teach, what the syllabus you are teaching is not important. The importance is at the end of the curriculum, the students should perform the required tasks. That is very important. That means outcome based. Whether you teach them 10 books, 5 books, 15 books, whether you teach them X, Y, Z, but at the end of the program, an engineer must be able to do some specified job. This is what known as outcome based education. So this is the reason why we have completely changed our education system. And if you see the curriculum of Silicon, it is more of industry oriented and problem solving skill. That means instead of asking a simple definition in the examination, we ask a problem, practical problem, and the student need to apply the basics of the subject and try to find out a solution. So this is how we are doing our education system. And because of that, if you see the maybe 5, 10 years before, completely the education system was only based on teaching and learning. But today we have entered to an area where more of the industries are attached to the education system. And this is the beauty of the modern education system, what we are adopting. And under that, we have compulsory internship programs. Then we have practice school. Practice school means a student will be allowed to work in industry for a full semester in his final year, and he will know what is happening in the industry, and that experience will give him a better edge over the other student. These are the new things and what we are adopting, and I think you will be finding new and new things because this is a new upcoming style of education. So I cannot say we are still mature. Still there are a lot of things to do. Hope maybe with next 2-3 years we will have a better industry and academia relations.
Right, sir. So my other question to you is, what were the major challenges that you faced in admission as well as in studies due to this COVID-19 pandemic, and what steps did you take to overcome it?
See, this is a very beautiful question because as a teacher, because I am in this profession for more than 30 years, so I have seen varieties of students, various culture of education, and even I have visited many institutes as a teacher. So what I found, this COVID pandemic has not only created a lot of challenges, but also given us huge opportunities to explore new things. So the challenges was, even though we were able to reach the student through the digital mode, the problem was under the digital mode of education, that is virtual mode, you need honesty from both sides. That means from the teachers and from the students. So sometimes what you are feeling, it is not fully met. That means sometimes the teacher side honesty is not in full. Sometimes the student side honesty is also not full. So these are the bigger challenges we found. And in initial days, we had some problem as far as the technicality is concerned because many people had a data issue, connectivity issue. But over a period, those problems were taken care of. And also the institute got a lot of costly gadgets so that the teachers can use digital platform very effectively. But still, I will tell, digital mode of education is fine to some extent, but it cannot replace your offline education. That is why in the second part of the pandemic, we had gone for the hybrid mode of education. That means those students who were scared of COVID, they were not coming to the college. We allowed them to attend the class in online mode. However, there were regular classes in the classroom in the hybrid mode. That means those students who were interested to come to the class, they were attending the class live and they were interacting with the student. And those students who were not able to do so, they were attending the class in online. So that was how we made it. But since now pandemic has almost gone, so everything is normal and we are enjoying the teaching after long 2 years.
Right, sir. So my another question to you is, being the admission in charge, what steps do you take so that students joining your institutions are benefited from it?
See, if you see the today's education system, particularly in engineering, across the country, you will find every college is only opening the IT-related branches. See, I will tell you the interesting difference between Silicon and other college. See, Silicon is also a very old college, started his journey since 2001. We are now 22nd year. And you will find that we never give unequal importance to different branches. That means, of course, there is a huge potential of jobs in the IT market. But it doesn't mean that a student from other branches like electrical, electronics, computer, electronics communication, electronics instrumentation, they have the equal opportunities in the industry. But since people think that to do a job in the IT sector, you need to be an IT engineer, that concept is wrong. And Silicon as an institute, we believe that every branch of engineering can explore their professional career in IT industry. And this is how, what we did basically, if you see the curriculum, because Silicon being an autonomous institute, what we did in our syllabus, we have given equal importance to the programming skills for every branch student. That means whether you are an electrical engineer, electronics engineer, or computer science engineer, you will have the same opportunity to get a job in IT sector. So this is the uniqueness of our education system. And the second one is, we also tell the student particularly that with your domain knowledge, when you work in an IT industry, you have a better opportunity. Because today, if you see the industry even big companies like Infosys, TCS, Cognizant, they are doing work on technological sector. For example, Power Grid Corporation of India has given a 5,000 crore work to various IT industries. So, Power Grid Corporation, being a electrical transmission company, what work they do? They do how to manage the grid. So, India is one of the largest grid in the world, almost maintaining 3 lakh megawatt of power. So, to have a smooth operation, they need lot of IT support. Now, imagine if a student with the electrical background or electronics background, when he join a IT company and working for power grid, he will have a better edge over the other engineers. So that is the reason why in our curriculum also we tell that every engineering student should have a sound IT knowledge, that is programming skill, so that he can effectively use the programming skill to solve their own engineering problems. So this is the uniqueness of our education system, for which the students are also getting attracted. And I hope, in fact, if you see the last year admission, like computer science, all other branch, we had a wonderful response and beautiful, very good students we had. And we are hoping this year also will have similar type of attraction.
Right, sir. So one last question to you. Sir, any message for the students who want to join Silicon Institute of Technology?
So actually, I'm happy that you've asked such question, because this is a message, actually it should be propagated to the student. See, the student have in general in mind that they study to get a job. That means they tell the study follows the job. Please believe me, the job follows the study. That means never come with a mind that I'm studying to get a job. Because there are hundreds of jobs in varieties of fields. Only thing is make yourself skilled. So be honest to your education and you will find job will follow you. So before joining an engineering course, just keep in mind, I'm not studying to get a job. I'm only doing my passion and I will skill myself so that companies will follow you to give you a job. If that will be the mentality, I'm sure any student joining engineering will be a wonderful professional.
Right, sir. So thank you so much, sir. I hope this message will definitely inspire a lot of students to join Silicon Institute of Technology.
Thank you.
Sir.
Thank you very much.